vacation, not like the average person in the pew. You know, you go to the beach or to the mountains. We go to conferences and seminars and webinars. But it's vacation for us. It's a great time for us to get together with other pastors and share and learn what works in their churches and what's not working in their churches, and what we shouldn't try and what we should try and things of that nature. One thing I do want to share with you is I was supposed to be in Long Island, New York as of Wednesday. And with the weather forecast, suddenly they divided up the conference across the United States, and I was able to go to some local conferences. Otherwise, I'd still be in Long Island. So God does work in mysterious ways. His wonders to perform.
Amen.
There was a man who was always falling asleep in church because his pastor was so long-winded. The pastor became a little agitated. So he gave one of the deacons a long rod with a ball on the end of it. He told him that every time he goes to sleep, hit him on top of the head. So one Sunday morning, he fell asleep. The deacon went over and tapped him on top of the head, and the man woke up for 2 or 3 minutes, went back to sleep. The deacon tapped him the second time. He woke up, he looked around, and just a minute, he went back to sleep. That time, the deacon just whopped him really good. The man fell off the pew into the floor, and rather than being angry, the delinquent church member just looked up from the floor and said, "Hit me again, I can still hear him preaching." You know, you can get in a lot of trouble falling asleep at the wrong time and in the wrong place. And most of the stories that people have about falling asleep are rather humorous situations. But there are some situations where it's downright dangerous to fall asleep. Like when you're driving, for instance, although we think a lot of people around Jacksonville do. In our scripture this morning, we have the story of a man named Eutychus who fell asleep in church. Now, normally we would not think of this as a dangerous situation, but in this case it was extremely dangerous. I know some people don't think it's dangerous because I've had people in this church tell me that you have no ill effects from falling asleep except when I get a little loud to make a point and wake you up. Dee and I have this great relationship.